Hello everybody, Mark here at Gilbo Realty. Today is March 4th. We're going to review some homes today. I got homes in the Villages. I have homes on top of the world. I have homes in Webb, Stone Creek up in OCALA. I'm putting the first set of homes, which is the Villages, in the beginning of this video. So in case you're only interested in the Villages, you don't have to watch the rest. But we'll be time stamping down below. You can skip forward if you want to each other area. And I'll be putting On Top of the World and Webb on my other 55 plus channel as well, so you can watch it over there. But I want to do the whole thing here so that you have an opportunity to watch and at least see some homes in another area, just in case you're interested, right? It's not, you don't have to watch it. That's why I'm putting the Villages first on this channel. This channel is really focusing on the Villages. And then if you don't want to watch anymore, just click off it and you're done. But if you do, again, I would timestamp for short quick spurts forward in the video down below in the description. So we're going to review 3 homes in the Villages. A couple of them are motivated sellers by the looks of it. I take a look here. $299, $645, $479, supposedly motivated sellers. And then On Top of the World, I'm going to review a couple of their new homes. I love this model. I think it's a Dunbar. It's pretty. It's in Longleaf, which is a leasehold area of On Top of the World. But remember, they also have areas where they're fee simple. So you can do leasehold on the top of the world. You can also do fee simple on the top of the world. You can do both. Okay, in Candler Hills, they have the executive models and the estate homes, which are the upper end, which is this model right here you see on the screen. And you'll be able to, build any one of these homes in both of those areas. And then over here we have Webb, the smaller sister on the block. But again, very powerful, and they pack a punch in some of their models, I will say that. They will not have as many spec builds as On Top of the World or the Villages, but they do build them slowly. And if you do go there, they have some beautiful, beautiful models. I love the Stellar. I think it's beautiful. It is stellar. And they have another model that just came out, which is over 3,000 square foot. I would tell you, On Top of the World and Webb, you will get bigger lots typically. And some of these bigger models On Top of the World, you don't have a choice but to get a bigger yard. I mean, this yard right here is 0.28 acres. I challenge you to find a 0.28 acre lot in the Villages. Okay, you can find them, not too many. It's going to take you a while to find them. So that's why we're going through each one of these communities, because not everybody wants to be in the Villages, but the Villages is a beautiful place. There is nothing like it. If you like to golf, swim, you like to golf cart rides from north to south, which might take you an hour and a half. If you like that, then the Villages is beautiful. It's a great place, but you will pay a premium for that lifestyle. Everything's going to be a little bit more money here. The price of the home, the bond. There's no bonds On Top of the World in Webb. That bond is strictly village profit, in my opinion. That's interest over 30 years too, unless you pay it off early. And you can't pay off that bond fast. You either pay it off completely or you don't pay it off at all. You just pay every year, which is silliness to me. I don't know why they did that. But at the same time, that's just a profit center for the Villages, in addition to the amenity fee of $204. And On Top of the World in Webb, you will not find that. Just to let you know that. So let's review 3 of these homes in the Villages. If you haven't been to our website, this is it. You go to the Villages tab, go to Buy a Home. If you go to this fast home search, I have all the searches broken down for you to try to make your life easy. You want to find a pool? I have pool homes broken down in there. You want to find stucco siding only? I have it in there. Vinyl siding? It's in there. So it's a great way for you to really do a quick search, because the MLS kind of stinks when it comes to breaking down homes. If you have not seen it, go to our new map search. Now, I'm known for the clickable map. I created that map. Mr. Vans made the map, but I took that map and edited it so that our buyers, our clients, can use that map to find homes really quick in the Villages. What I've done, I've updated that. And I've gone online, web-based, to make it easy to change, make it easy to add some content. So what I've added is I've added other 55 plus communities here, 37 of them around the Villages. You can actually click on each one of these pins or zoom in and see the pins directly, okay? And you can click on each one of these and it'll pull up the inventory. Just hit this little back button, which you may not see up here in the left corner. What I've also done is taken that map that you can still download on our website, and I've put it on this system now. So you can go here, you can zoom in, you can see the layout of the neighborhood. Here's Lake Deaton, here's Hillsboro, Collier. There's Brownwood with Alden Bungalows and Atrium Dells. So I have all these neighborhoods broken out for you. So that all you have to do again, if you want to see Richmond inventories, click over here, click on the pin, click over here, and you can see the inventory for that neighborhood. Okay, and then what I've also done, I've added rec centers. And there's 3 different rec centers in the villages. There's an area rec center, which may cover 3, 4, 5 villages, right? There's a regional rec center. They will cover a whole area. So they may cover 10, maybe up to 10 villages, okay? As you can see over here, not as many of these. And then there's neighborhood rec centers, which there is a lot more. I have all these done. Every single one is in here and done. So you can see here all the neighborhood rec centers. A lot of people want to be around pools. They want to know they're going to be around a rec center. They want to know what kind of rec center. So if you have grandkids going to visit you, maybe you want to buy a house near a family pool. And not all neighborhood rec centers are family pools, but if there is one, I put an FP right here next to it so that you could tell that that is a family pool. But one thing to understand is that most, if not most, of the area rec centers, which I should have finished this weekend, they are all family pools. So you will have options for people below 19. So just keep that in mind. This is a great asset for you. Use it. I've also put the country clubs on there with the phone numbers. That's all on there with some videos you can see. And then if you have any questions on any of this stuff, please let me know. My whole goal is to make it easy for you to find a house. That's the plan. And we're trying to build this out as much as possible so you get as much information on your fingertips as possible before you take the leap. But let's look at some homes real quick and we'll go from there. All right, home number 1, 7614 Daniel Hearns Way, 2-bed, 2-bath, 1,134 square foot. It's not that old, built in 2024. This is down in Shady Brook, already for sale down there in the newer sections of Eastport. It says motivated seller. It says room for a pool. It's a cottage model, stunning paradise found cottage model, perfectly positioned in a highly desirable village of Shady Brook. But built in 2024, let's see the photos and go from there. It's a nice house, vinyl siding, it's fine. The driveway is bigger than most. Most of the driveways down here in the newer sections only, they don't have this extra block up here. So that's a good sign, but this is only a 1-car garage. So here's the layout. You walk in here, hopefully there's a wall here like it has. So the kitchen's out front. I kind of like that. Some of the cottage models, they were putting this kitchen right back here. And as you open this door, they didn't have this wall. So everybody could see right down to your living room all the way to the back of your house. I didn't really care for that model. And we sold one for somebody who bought one, and man, it was tough to sell. It was a tough sell. So anyways, I'm glad they maybe changed this design a little bit and put the kitchen up front with a wall here so that when you do open the door, somebody's not looking at you in your underwear in the back of the house. There you go. So again, I'm okay with the kitchen being broken off a little bit. I actually kind of like that. It's not a big kitchen, and you only have room for a couple bar stools. But again, I don't mind it. Here's the front view, nice. I love the floors. Those are gorgeous. I wonder if that's vinyl. It looks like it. Man, that's nice. I wonder if they swapped that out. So they got outdoor furniture on the inside. I'm not sure if this is fake or not. It could be. Okay. That's nice. Gas stove down here. Basic fridge the Villages provides. Microwave, dishwasher. And you got basic countertops. I mean, they kind of look like quartz countertops with an over-counter sink, which is kind of weird. I don't know why they would skimp out on that, putting in the nicer countertops. Oh, whatever. It is what it is. It's just hard to change after the fact. All right, so here's the primary bedroom. Carpet. See the bath here. Single sink. Man. Villages, what are you doing in this house? A, number 1 should be dual sink. Number 2, the kitchen should have an under-the-counter sink. Jipping out on costs right there. That's annoying. Okay. I like the floor again. It's fine. Nice mirror. Basic lighting, it's fine. Here's another bedroom. Pretty good sized bedrooms in this, actually. Nice closet. And here's the second bathroom. Let's see what's behind that shower curtain. And that's the laundry, I'm assuming, near the second bedroom, across the hallway possibly. So the good thing about this house, you got some pretty good yard space here. And people have learned that, you know, I need some privacy. I don't want you staring at me on my lanai. Lanai. I have a hard time saying that today. Yeah, good little, it's a small little lanai. It's not huge, it's fine. But you do have a nice yard. If you're looking for something that's reasonably priced, a year and a half old, maybe you want an option for a pool, this could be an option for you. And this is resale, so if you want to do a VA loan or FHA loan, this you could do it on these. New homes, you cannot use VA or FHA loans. Okay, too many photos. Man, I like this house, it's good. So $299, 2 beds, 2 bath, 1134 square foot, down to Shady Brook, is built in 2024. It's a Paradise Found cottage model. Village of Shady Brook, 0.5 miles Eastport. It is a good area, okay? It's right off Bar Road. It's not that far. There's Bar Road. There's Saluki Rec Center. There's the other rec, oh, that's Saluki. This is a post office with a pool too. So, and then there's another one right up the road here. Here's another rec center. So you have like 3 pools, 4 pools if you count Eastport up the road, because there's a pool there too. There's 4 pools from you within a half mile. So you take your pick. All right, so let's go to another one now. Again, 7614 Daniel Hearns Way, 2 bed, 2 bath, 1134 square foot. My next one is 1125 Maynard Path, 4 beds, 3 bath, 2296. This relatively bigger home for the Villages recently from what they've been building. It's, let me see, $280 a square foot, built in 2020, so not very old. It's beautiful 4 bed. The Village is move-in ready. Seller is motivated. Welcome to the Village Bradford. It's a good central location. I like it. 645 right now. So let's take a look at this one and go from there. Big yard, corner lot too. Very nice. So you have a ton of privacy back here. You got pavers. Nice little gazebo looking thing here. I can't remember what they're called. Maybe you guys know. I can't remember. Yeah, I like this back. It also has an enclosed lanai in this baby too, which is nice, right? There you go. Gutters all around. It's nice. Kind of close to your neighbors back here. That's probably why they have a lot of bushes. You do have a fence back here though, which is interesting. So 3 full car garages on this model. 3 full. Some of you are looking for that extra space. This one has it. It probably has the bigger garage push out. They pulled that garage forward 4 foot. So there are some expansions here potentially. They've redone this landscaping, which ain't cheap. You do have this big side lot. You could definitely put a pool here. So if you're looking for a home with a pool option, this is it. Let's see if we get inside. Let me see. Okay, so I want to see this lot thing here. So yeah, you have a huge yard. You can do a bunch with this. Okay. Photos, folks. Photos. 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 What are you doing? So I love this screened area. I love that tree too. It's nice. Then we go right into the master, not inside the front door. Or we go into this room up front, actually. So carpet, nice closet, probably a bathroom and another room on the other side of the hallway of this. There's the bath with quartz countertops tiled to the ceiling. Here's the other bed, a little bit smaller. And here's this front entryway. It's nice, vaulted ceilings. Got a little style in this thing. You got tile floors here. Nice chandelier. Like this little eating area, it's nice. So living room's pretty good size. You can see it walks, you can go right out to the lanai here. There you go. So this is a problem with people. A lot of times they overshoot, unfortunately. And there's not much you can do about it, actually. They overshoot and they don't really know what to do with their photographer. And the first thing I tell my photographer is do not overshoot. I don't need 10 pictures of a room that's 10 by 10. Right? That's the problem. Love the fans, beautiful. Nice lanai. Enclosed again. That should have been the first 2 picks. Let's see if we can get over to the kitchen. So you have quartz countertops, electric stove. Updated fridge, because that's not the original the Villages puts in. Nice little island in the center. I like that. Now, the first place we rented, we had this little island. It was actually convenient. In the Winslow Sea we rented. We actually liked it. All right. All right, so here's the laundry room. I'm assuming it's off the kitchen. They got the sink in there. Got some cabinets up top, some storage shelving. That's nice. Remember, folks from the north, you don't have basements here, so you need as much storage as possible. Here's another bed. Another bathroom. Love it. Now remember, this is 4 beds, 3 bath. Nice little walk-in shower with a nice door. There you go. Wow, this has been on the market for a while, this house, actually. Okay. Very nice. So his and her closets, love it. His and her sinks, too. Very nice. So you got a walk-in shower, Roman shower in the back. You probably have a pocket door toilet right here on the left. There you go. Roman shower walk-in, nice. All right, so we're back to the kitchen now. I like that stove. That is a nice stove. All right, so here's your layout. As you walk in, you got this screened area, which I like. You walk into the kitchen area. So again, as you're doing your photography, your photos, this is, you know, they need to follow the path. Lead us through the house, right? You got to lead us through the house. And once you're a photographer and your realtors learn that, life is a lot easier, and your house flows better online. The problem with online is that you're not there. You're only as good as the photos that your photographer takes and the layout you put them in order. This is a nice house. Let's go from there. So 1125 Maynard Path. This has been on the market for a while. 4 beds, 3 bath, $22.96, $645. Says owner is motivated. It's nice, enclosed lanai. They got some paver driveway going on. They started at $669 down to $645. Man, almost, what, 5 months later, going on 6 months now. We're in March. Ouch. So if you're interested in this one, let us know. It says owner is motivated. Maybe they bought another house, trying to move. Whatever the reason is, it says they are motivated in the description. It's sitting at $280 a square foot. And it's built in 2020. It's nice. In the village of Bradford. Think about that. Let's go to another one. Okay, 2053 Beecher Path. 3 beds, 2 bath, 1,876 square foot. Good looking house. I like the color. It's open tomorrow from 10:30 to 12:30. $255 a square foot. Built in 2010. Reduced by motivated seller. This former model home with great features and upgrades. Yeah, usually if you buy a model home from the Villages, which eventually they'll sell that Street of Dreams over there and Well Point. They're pretty decked out. It's in the village of Buttonwood between Lake Sumter Landing and Brownwood. It's a begonia. New roof installed in 25. You don't have to worry about that. It's a pretty big expense. So let's see where they started. $494 to $479. It's a pretty good price right up front, but that was back in November. Now we're March 4th and no action yet. So let's look at some photos, go from there. Beautiful palm. Basic landscaping, but I'm okay with it. It looks good. Stone, low maintenance, love it. I like the color of this house. Good looking color. Nice and bright. I like their lighting too. They all match. So you take these 2 lights here, they match the light walking into the house. Nice. Gutters all around by the looks of it. A lot of color in the decor. Tile floors here, very pretty. Little front eating area. Then you also have your granite countertops flowing into the kitchen. Okay. Nice little area. So let's see, we have granite countertops. We have nice backsplash going on. I dig the cabinets, they're nice. They're not the modern style, but they're nice. Again, another picture of the table. So you have beautiful, beautiful granite countertops. You have white appliances, which is surprising, but they look like they're in great shape. Electric stove. It's okay. Thank you. Whew. Sorry if I thumbed through some of these really quick. It's because there's way too many photos. I had somebody once tell me, oh, you can never have too many photos. Well, I bet you can. Okay. So let's see if this has the his and her closet, which I think it does. So basic countertops in the bath. A little tight there around the sinks, but you do have your little makeup counter going on. Nice tile shower. Here's a bed. I don't know why they didn't show the closets, but whatever. Gonna need some new carpet here. Here's a hallway bathroom. Obviously, there's a bedroom straight ahead. Basic countertops again. I like the flooring here. It's nice. You have to do a little bit of updates on this house. You have to replace some flooring. Obviously, some carpet. Okay. This is what I want to see, this back lanai. It's an enclosed lanai. Got these nice screens that might be motorized by the looks of it. This probably walks out from the primary bedroom as well. Very nice. There's the remote to the shades. All right, so let's see the backyard here. Finally. Whew. Okay. Yeah, it's a nice house. So $479. I think it's priced pretty good. 3 beds, 2 bath, 1,876 square foot. Sitting at $255. It's a good location. Built in 2010, motivated seller, it says. In the village of Buttonwood, it's in between Brownwood and Lake Sumter. So if you're looking between that area, between the sixes, this might be your take, or at least worth taking a look at it. Might need to do a few updates here and there, but it looks like it's very well maintained. And I like this location. It's nice. So everybody think about this one again. 2053 Beecher Path, 3 beds, 2 bath, 1876 for $479. Okay, so now we're going to look at a couple on top of the world homes, brand new builds. The new builds, okay? I want you to see a couple of these. And then we're going to look at a couple of Del Webbs. Again, if you don't want to watch these, you're only interested in the villages, you can click off here, go to the timestamps down below. But I do want to put these on here. And then you can also see these and more of these areas on my OCALA 55 Plus community YouTube page. So if you're not a subscriber over there, please go over there and do it. I'll put the link down below. But let's look at a couple homes here. As you can see here, they have a bunch of new ones. And I have my spreadsheet up of what they're selling these at and what their costs were into this baby. And you're going to be surprised at some of the updates and some of the discounts they've offered on 2 of these models. So let's look at the first one and go from there. So look at this baby for $470,000. It's 3 beds, 3 full baths, 2,374 square foot. It's got 2-car garage plus a full one over here on the right. Beautiful driveway. Landscaping all around. They do 360 landscaping. This looks like it's an elevation 2 potentially. They have different levels of gables and front entryways. Very nice. I like these shades, which are nice, the storm shades. So $198 a square foot. $198 a square foot for this baby. It's brand new. Yes, it is in Longleaf, the leasehold community, but it's on a 0.28 acre lot. I would tell you that $493 HOA fee per month includes what? Trash, water, internet, landscaping, grass mowing, and it maintains everything from the sheetrock out on the house. Okay? So just think about that. The only thing it will not do in 20 years from now, 25 years from now, they're not going to replace your roof, but if you get a storm coming through and some shingles come off, they will fix that. So there is some pros and cons to that price because you're going to pay in the villages $204 plus your extra golf fees. There's other amenities, trash, water, right? All that's going to be extra. But this is a big home and I love this style. So let's look at the inside of the photos on this and just compare to what we've already seen, what you're looking at when you're online on our website. Compare and go from there. But this is, again, on top of the world. What home is this? I think it's a Dunbar. It's an elegant new construction Dunbar model, 2,300 square foot, 3 beds, 3 baths, 3-car split garage, and an open floor plan. I can't wait to see this one. Very nice. Love the grass. Looks great. I love the stone pillars. Very nice. Big driveways here, folks. You can fit like 8 cars in that baby. None of this 2-car crap. Ooh, look at that. That's a pretty house. All right, so we get inside here. Very nice. The only thing I keep saying to On Top of the World and others that use that light, it just needs to be a bit nicer chandelier. For that price, it needs to be nicer. It's nice, but it's pretty plain Jane. All right, got a little room area up here. It's kind of cool. A little hallway down here. I assume that goes to the front garage. Love the flooring. Ton of lighting in here too. Look at all the lights. They have the jacks of the TV up on the wall. I still see some of the villages builders building these things to where those jacks are down below. Not sure why they do that. Big island. A lot of cabinet space. They got this little eating area up front too. And I believe this has a big pantry. We'll see. It has a big lanai. You're not kissing your neighbor in the back. Very nice. So you guys, this is right now $470,000, okay? I'm going to show you what they put into this house and what they're selling it at discount-wise. Very nice. Look at that nice fridge. In-wall oven. Big island. Nice quartz. Nice stove. Gas, by the way. They have a nice backsplash in the house, too. See this? They have a nice fan hood. Love it. I can see why they're taking a lot of photos, but they don't need this many. They could probably take half those out. But here's the pantry. You have a big one. It's the master primary, for those who give me a hard time about that. So you have your walk-in shower, Roman shower here, dual sinks, love it, quartz countertops. These have big, big closets. It's one thing that Del Webb, Stone Creek, and On Top of the World do right. They have huge closets. Here's another bed. This looks like it has its own bathroom too for mom or the kids when they show up. There's another bedroom. There's another bathroom here somewhere. I assume this is it. Tile to the ceiling, quartz countertops, nice flooring. Looks like a little office area you could put in here, a little desk space / maybe a library you can put in there. That's nice. Here's a laundry room. Laundry rooms in these homes are huge too. Same with Del Webb. Laundry rooms are big. Del Webb, their Stellar model, has like a nice little mud room / laundry room. It's really nice. Big lanai in this baby. There's 10, 20, probably what, 25 foot at least by 10 foot deep. Nobody right behind you, which is nice. Landscaping around the house. You can always update it if you want. There you go. No fans out there. So here's the garage on the right-hand side of the driveway, I'm assuming, because it's about a 1.5 car. There you go. We're all over the board on the... See, photos are so important, folks. I don't know who put the photos up. They need to redo them a little bit. And take better pictures of the garage, by the way. Okay, but this is a beautiful, beautiful house. So 10305 Southwest 105th Terrace. I don't know who's making up these roads down here, but they got to change some stuff. 10305 Southwest 105th Terrace, OCALA, and On Top of the World, $470. Now let me tell you, let me get my spreadsheet. The base price on this is $465. Well, they threw $68,000 in updates in this house. The original list price was $538. It's now down to $470. So not only did they throw $68 grand in upgrades in it, they took $68 grand off the price, and they're selling it at $470 below cost, at cost. Okay, just let you know that's where this house is. This is a beautiful, beautiful place. So think about this one. Again, this is a beautiful house, Dunbar in Longleaf. And if you have any questions on this, please call me, because I could probably get you potentially maybe some more discounts, or at least give you some money back at closing. Okay, let's go to another one. All right, 9714 Southwest 108th Terrace Road. Got it right, first try. Boom. 325, 2-bed, 2-bath, 1343 square foot. Beautiful, beautiful paver driveway and walkway all the way up to the front door. I love that. Upgraded garage door too, by the way. Looking at $241 a square foot on this baby. Again, it's long leaf. That's why you have this $500 a month HOA fee. Built in 2025, 0.13 acre lot. It's an Oasis model. And I will look that one up too. I think I have it here as to what they're selling it at now compared to what it was. I like to look at this house. Let's look at some photos and go from there. Very nice. They're building the house next door still. Got a couple of these, obviously. That's an Oasis next door to it. Very nice. I'm going to try to get inside. There we go. So you walk into this front end. It's kind of like the Village's courtyard model by the looks of it. Got a bathroom straight ahead down that hallway. Probably some bedrooms down there too. Nice little shotgun approach. I don't care for the lens, what they used on this one, because it makes it look really, really narrow. And it's probably not. That's the photo lens. So you got this little island here. Little kitchen up front. Probably a pantry up there too. So there's your fridge. It looks like gas stove, by the way. I think On Top of the World is only natural gas. So you have your quartz countertops, under counter sink. There's your dishwasher. I like the fact there's a window here. Bring some light into that room. Not a huge amount of cabinets, but this price is only $324. There you go. So you have gas stove, microwave right there. See if they have a pantry. And they're not going to show it. Okay. So this is the primary. You've got a big closet over here on the right. You got your bathroom on the left. Let's go through this. Dual sinks, nice Roman shower walk-in. Love it. Love it. Another bed. There's a laundry across the hallway. Another bath with tile to the ceiling. Quartz countertops, nice flooring, all vinyl. Here's the garage, 2-car garage. They use a big water tank. I think that's a 50 gal right there, 50-gallon water tank. I'm not sold on the instant on, folks. I'm just not sold on it. Very nice. There's this back lanai. You got some privacy going on. It's going to be opposite of the neighbors, which is nice. So you both have your own little space. And one thing I do like about On Top of the World is that they tend to landscape around the whole house. They'll run all the way around it. Yeah, I like this house. So 9714 Southwest 108th Terrace Road, $324. Let me see what it went for. Hold on one sec. See if I can find it here. 324, 320, right? So I will tell you, they threw Oasis model. They threw $48,000 in updates on this baby, 48 grand. And there is another Oasis model that they may have right now that's sitting at $289. So this same house, maybe it's one of these neighboring houses. They do have one that's marked down right now at $289 new price right now. Wow. So if you're looking at one of these babies, you know, you don't need anything huge. Maybe you're looking at a snowbird type home or looking at something smaller because you're trying to downgrade. There is one here for $289, this same house. And I'd have to check it out, but it looks like it was $325. Now it's down to $289. And it is complete, ready to go, spec build. So think about this one again, $324, $320. And let's see what else we got. All right, we're going to go to some Del Webb 2 next. That's what we're doing next. Let's do that, and we'll go from there. Okay, Del Webb Stone Creek. Now, they build new homes too, and they're right next door to On Top of the World. They build a beautiful home. They have some really nice designer style homes. Upgraded homes are beautiful. They do not have a huge amount of spec builds. They probably have about 15 to 20. They have a little bit more than they did the last time I was up there. They only had a few, but it looks like they brought a few more online recently. We're going to look at a couple of them. We're going to look at this one here for $312. And we're going to look at this one here for $431, which is a 1,900 square foot house. Very nice home. It's a 2-bed, 2-bath with a flex room. But let's look at this baby for $312,680. It's 2-bed, 2-bath, 1,433 square foot, sitting at $218 a square foot. Very nice. And phase 1, phase 2 of their build. 2025 build, HOA fee is $320 per month. Let's see what it says. Move-in ready. Enjoy all the benefits of new construction in the serene setting of OCALA. Age-restricted, fully amenitized lifestyle of Del Webb Stone Creek. Okay. Got to pay for the golf up here, or you can just go pay for it for the day. Owner's bath features a walk-in shower with heavy glass door, dual sinks. There's a 12 by 24 floor tile in the baths and laundry rooms. Okay, well, let's go see what they got and see where it started out at. So they started at $321. It's now down to $312. And what? They marked that down $226. Today's March 4th, sitting at $312. It's a pretty good price. Let's go look at it. That's a nice home. I do like this layout of this house. Nice big island, like it. That's probably a pantry straight ahead. Is that laundry? Is that a laundry hookup? Well, fridge, I'm sorry. Jeez. I didn't even notice there was no fridge. All right, so I like the flooring. Very nice. I like the door to the lanai. They have a door, not a slider. I kind of dig that too, in a way. This big shotgun look. I like the color. I like the lights. Okay, so here's a bedroom. This must be the primary, so you got dual sinks. Big closets in these folks. They're known for it. Nice closet. This looks like another bed. The other bathroom, nice tile. That's not cheapo, that's tile. Quartz countertops, nice flooring. Here's another bedroom. Laundry room, nice. Big backyard. I wonder if you can put a pool in this. You might be able to. Yeah, not a huge amount of photos here. But at the same time, this baby, let's see what it says. This baby's $312,000. 2-bed, 2-bath, 1,433. What was the one in... So 1,433, 3 beds, 2 baths. This was $324 on the top of the world, but this has some upgrades in it. This one here is pretty plain Jane. It's got the concrete driveway, basic garage. It does have nice countertops though. Okay. So 2 beds, 2 baths, 1,433 square foot, sitting at $218 a square foot, built in 25. So this is in Del Webb, Stone Creek, up next to on top of the world. This is a nice home. This fits into a lot of people's budgets that are looking in the villages and other areas. You know, they want to be around that 300 mark, and maybe we can get you a better price. There's potential for that. So any questions on this, let us know. Again, 5457 Southwest 82nd Terrace. All right, next house, 8455 Southwest 58th Loop, $431,000, 2-bed, 2-bath, 1889. I'm assuming at that square footage there's a flex room in there. $228 a square foot, $320 a month, and amenity fee. It is move-in ready, by the way. Nice. So let's look at some photos and see what we got. Love this front room. Love the windows. A lot of window space in here. It's pretty. In-wall oven. Above counter stove. It's electric here. I love the countertops. This is a big pantry right here. Very nice. There you go. Little eating area. Walk out to the lanai. Whoops. Sorry, I had a twitch. All right, so there's a living room without all the furniture in it. I love it. Big bed, carpet. Dual sinks. Let's see what we got here. Nice closet. Here's that front room, that front half octagon. Here's another room. Not sure what that's all about. I'm assuming the octagon's like a flex room. This right here is probably no closet in here, I'm assuming. Here's another bed. All right, tile shower, quartz countertops. Very nice. Tile floor in here. Nice, love it. Big laundry room. They don't do a lot of photos in Stone Creek. I will say they can learn a little bit from the villages when it comes to their photos. Like every house needs to be the same. And On Top of the World and Webb, their photos are nowhere near as good as the Villages. They do a way better job. I don't know who their photographer is, but the Villages does a much better job of their photography. I think these two could learn from them. And you need to start making everything more consistent. Stop. Your lens is a little bit off, so it makes the rooms look a lot smaller or narrower than it really is. They could use some work on their photography and presentation. But this is a beautiful house, $431,000, 2-bed, 2-bath, plus a flex room, 1,889 square foot. Sitting at $228 a square foot on a what? 0.16 acre lot. And it's got a big paver driveway, by the way. That's an upgrade in the Villages too. And it's a gorgeous house. So think about this one, 8455 Southwest 58th Loop. Okay, I'm done for the day. I went through too many houses. It's taking me about an hour. It's going to take me about another 2 hours to edit all this stuff. But I'm so happy that you were able to stop by here today. If you haven't been to our website, you can go here to the Villages tab and you search a bunch of different homes under Fast Home Search. You can go to our new map search, which searches other 55 plus communities, plus inside the Villages and all the rec centers, among other things. On Top of the World, they have their own tab as well, plus more 55 plus tab. You're looking at some other areas around the Villages, around On Top of the World, or around Webb. Click on that. I have them all broken down just by a picture, okay? And if you have any questions, feel free to call me, 800-383-0688. Please subscribe down below as well. And my information is down there too. If you call me, if I don't pick up, please leave a message. I will call you back. Everybody have a rocking day, and I will talk to you soon.